Hi everyone, welcome to Traveling Misknits. My name is Pia and I am so happy that you're joining me here today for a little chat about my knitting and my crochet. Today I am wearing my Tremezzo Tank. I showed you this last week as a work in progress. I finished it, I released the pattern, and I of course want to show it to you. I am wearing, as you can see, a jacket over it because it's just a little bit chilly this morning. I wanted to create a tank top that I wanted to wear. I don't wear tank tops a lot. I'm not sure that they really agree with my body type, at least not all tank tops. One thing that's very important for me personally is that the neck opening is wide and that it doesn't go in too much here on the upper chest area. So in other words, the holder neck look is not really good on my body type. It's, I don't know, too broad shoulders? I have no idea. But this is a look that I really appreciate. I also feel just a little bit more covered when I'm wearing a tank top with this fit. Another thing that's important to me is that I don't like my bra straps. Wow, bra straps to show. And obviously, if you're wearing a halter neck style tank top, your bra straps are going to show, unless of course you have a racerback bra, which I don't like them. I don't like to put them on. They're so fiddly. But this one will rest just over your bra straps. And yeah, of course you can tell that there's a bra underneath because the straps on this top is just two I-cords. It's the I-cord that lines the neckline and the I-cord that lines the armhole, and they both go up to form the shoulder straps. Another thing that I also appreciate in a tank top is that the armhole is not too deep. Again, the bra situation. I don't feel comfortable not wearing a bra, but I don't want it showing too much. So there you go. I know that all of this is just personal preferences. It's just me. You might think completely differently about this. I guess that's the beauty of being a small independent designer, just a one-woman show. I can design things that I want to wear. A big commercial designer obviously can't do that, but I can, and I enjoy it. Now that I am standing, I just want to show you another detail that I love on this top is the visible seam going down both sides because it's a garter stitch top. Of course, I knitted not in pieces, but I did knit it flat. What you do is actually you start on one shoulder, you knit the back all the way down, then you pick up the stitches here on the shoulder and you knit the front down, just so that you can knit all the way through the top. You don't have to purl every other round as you would if you would gather it under the arms. And then I thought, well, since there's going to be a seam, I want to make it into a design feature rather than just a seam. Also, I will say a seam does add some stability, which can be nice, especially on a garter stitch top, because garter stitch does tend to grow a bit lengthwise with wear. So, yeah, I like the seams. It is just mattress stitching, and you just do it from the wrong side, and then you get this beautiful seam going down the front. I also made this version. I think I showed you this one last week. The black version here is knit in a beautifully soft Pima cotton from the Danish hand dyer, A Knitter's World. This one is knit in such a fun yarn. And unfortunately, I don't have it with me, but it looks more like a ribbon than a yarn. It looks like the ribbon you'd use to wrap presents. And that actually, when it knits up, you can see it gets this kind of rough looking. It's super cool. It's kind of rough because the ribbon will twist as you knit, and of course it won't twist evenly, so you get a lot of texture with this yarn. And also, and I don't know that that's going to come through on the camera, but because the ribbon is matte and shiny, you get these matte and shiny shifts in the knitted fabric. I really love this yarn. It is from Garnspecialisten. I will link both yarns and the pattern in the description box below. I have created a discount code just for the viewers of this podcast for the first week that this pattern is live, which is until June 22nd. You will get 15% off if you use the code Misknits at checkout, and that is valid both on Ravelry and in my own web shop. So I really hope that there are others who prefer a very traditional tank top with just a little bit more coverage than what you typically get when you buy your tank tops. I have also spent a lot of time this week knitting on my perfect little cardigan. And I finished it! Look at that! She's done. I mean, she needs to take a shower. She's gonna need a good blocking, of course. But yeah, 2 reasons. I really wanted to show you the difference a good blocking makes, but also I am going to be traveling tomorrow to Denmark, so I didn't want it blocking here as I was traveling. I think I'm going to block it there, and hopefully get a chance to wear it. It is everything I hoped it would be. It's just fits me like a glove, and I love the yarn and especially the color. The yarn is Rerum Natura, the Ulysses base in the colorway Printemps. And I will say I ordered 6 balls of this yarn. I knit a size 2, and this is what I have left from only 5 balls, which means that I have another ball of yarn that I can do something fun with. And I love that. I love leftovers. Leftovers always, they get my imagination going. Oh, what can I make from this? So yeah, all in all, very, very happy. I do need to sew in the buttons. I hate doing that. It's like putting away laundry. You know, I'm perfectly okay doing laundry, drying it, hanging it out, bringing it in, folding it, putting it away. It's like, no, that's it. And I kind of feel the same way about putting buttons in my cardigans, but I'm gonna do it. I am gonna sit myself down, put on a nice podcast, and just get it done. It doesn't even take that long. Although I have heard about buttons where you push the neck of the button through the fabric, and then you have like a little pin that you put in from the back side. It's typically on handmade, like luxury buttons, just so you can easily remove them when you're washing your cardigan. I might just have to look into that. That would be a perfect solution for a lacy knitter or a lacy finisher. Peter and I went on a little trip this week. It was actually in the car going and going back that I finished my perfect little cardigan. When we were away, I was knitting on my sock. And I did not get a lot done. Seriously, not a lot. But I can still appreciate the beauty of having a sock project with me. It fits into my purse with no problems, and it's an easy thing to pull out when you're sitting in a cafe, or you finished your dinner and you just want to sit and chat for a little while. Then it's so easy just to pull out a sock and just work a couple of rounds. So the first sock is already done. I showed that last week, and I am definitely going to finish this one too, because I want to wear these socks. I want to wear them either with my all white or all black outfits and just have a little pop of color on my feet. I should probably have put a cozy around the yarn. I guess it's not too late. Maybe I should go find a cozy to put around it, because pulling it out of the project bag all of the time has taken its toll on it. Still, you can appreciate how beautiful this color is. It's a quite accurate representation. Maybe it is blowing out just a little bit. It is from the Danish hand dyer by Killerek. It's on her sock-based material, and it's called Spirende Forår, Budding Spring. Such a pretty, pretty color. And completely out of my comfort zone, which I appreciate. It is living in this beautiful little bag that a friend of mine made for me. She made a complete set of bags in, going from this tiny sock bag up to a huge tote bag, all in the same fabric. So every time I pull it out, I get to think about Bitten, which makes me so happy. The last thing that I've been working on this week is my crochet dress. And to be honest, I have not put in a lot of work on that because I didn't want to bring it on our trip. It's just too big and I need to pay too much attention as I'm crocheting. So I didn't bring it. But I did work just a couple of rounds on it. Just so that it wasn't lingering, that it wasn't like put into hibernation or on the naughty step or something like that, because it definitely doesn't deserve to be put on the naughty step. It's still such a lot of fun to crochet on this Better World dress. And if I'm holding, if I'm holding it up against my jacket, and you can see that I did put in just a couple of rounds, but not more. I still have some ways to go with this easy pattern, and then I have the finishing, which is again one of these intricate patterns that the dress is made out of, and then I will be ready to wear it. I'm not going to be bringing this to Denmark either, so it's going to take a couple of days before I get to work on it again, but I can work on it tonight. That would be nice. I would love that. It is, as I said, the Better World dress. I will link it in the description box below. I am crocheting it using the Circolo Anne, and returning viewers will have seen this so many times. I promise I will sit myself down and finish the dress so you don't have to look at this anymore. But yeah, those are the few things that I've been working on. As I said, Peter and I went on a little trip. We decided to pop over to Venice. It's what, 4-hour drive over there. And I will say, this is the perfect time of year to visit Venice. The Easter tourists are gone and the summer tourist hasn't really arrived yet. I know Venice is never not busy. It goes from busy to very busy to crazy busy. But it was really, really nice. Also, this time we had a hotel up in the northern part of Venice, so we left the Samaco Island, which is like, that's a highway of flesh, human flesh. I mean, going from the Rialto Bridge down to San Marco place and over to Sea Bridge of Sighs. It's a human highway, and that's just how it is, and it's like that all year around. But if you go just a little bit north up towards the Jewish ghetto, then you have all the beauty of Venice. Everything is so adorable up there, exactly like it is down in the chaos part of town, but it's quiet. And you will see school children coming home and going out to play. You will see old ladies taking their dogs for a little walk. You will see people shopping for groceries. You will actually see Venice come alive. And you will get a chance to enjoy all of the beauty and the architecture and the magic that is just Venice without being pushed around by a lot of people. So definitely, if you are planning a trip to Venice, if you've never been before, by all means, go look at the big sites, but just one day. And then the rest of the time, cross the Grand Canal via the Rialto Bridge and then just never come back. Stay up in the northern parts of town and just enjoy getting lost, wasting time. To me, that's what a visit to Venice is about, is getting lost and wasting time. And we did that. We did that very, very well, I will say. Now we have just one day back here. Tomorrow we're gonna go to Denmark. There's this big event going on in the weekend, public meeting, Folkemødet, and Peter has been invited to speak. So we decided that we would just pop home for a couple of days, also to kiss some grandchildren and just say hello to everyone here before summer really starts. So I will go and pack my things. I apologize. This seems to be another very short episode. But, you know, I really wanted to come in and say hi, even though I don't have a lot of time to spend. I am going to add some footage from Venice just so you can get a chance to enjoy the beauty of this magical, unique place. It's completely its own. It cannot be compared to anything else. Venice is just Venice, and it is beautiful. I guess that was it for this time. I hope that you have something wonderful to work on. Until I see you again next week, stay happy, stay safe, and keep knitting.